Hello. I'm just going to chop this onion. Okay. Just getting the last of that onion skin off is just annoying. Annoying as all get out. There we go. Okay. Oh, the hair is crooked. Just trying to get to work on the, oh my gosh, is the sound not working? Is sound isn't working, is it? Working? Oh, it is. Is sound isn't working, is it? Working? Okay, it is. Oh. Okay. I may be streaming to myself, but we're making classic comfort food today. We are making grilled cheese. And then I'm working on the soup right now, the tomato soup. I had a busy Monday, but I think I had a great deal of success. Hi, Shawana, how are you? I just started playing your playlist. After this, well, actually, I stopped playing your playlist because I have to turn off all devices when I live stream, and then I will finish it up by tomorrow. Okay. This calls for an awful lot of onion. Yeah, so I've never made a tomato soup. I just picked one that I actually had all the instead of having to go out and buy something. So we'll see. I was in the mood because we have weird weather right now. A lot of rain, a lot of cold, a lot of sun, a lot of rain, a lot of cold, a lot of sun. It's really annoying. I had this for lunch. Hey, that's funny. So I'm making it because I usually am allergic to some of the ingredients in canned soups. Of course, I have to have gluten-free bread, which I have a really good one. And yeah. So this recipe does call for 1 clove of garlic, but my goal for my husband and I got this goal. Hey, hi, Gao, how are you? Good to see you. Gao is one of my students. Gao, I'm making a classic, oh, it's too bright. I'm making a classic a classic tomato soup. I'm throwing 3 cloves of garlic in it instead of 1. My goal for my husband and I, what did you do with that thing, honey? There it is. My goal for my husband and I is to make sure that we eat a whole head of garlic every 2 days. Nobody's going to be around us. We might as well purify our blood while we're at it. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be delicious, guys. Have you been eating well? Of course, I have to ask my students those things. Have you been eating well? Yes. I hope the answer is yes. You have not had bags of chips and crazy stuff like that? Gao? I'm guilty. I'm guilty. You went out and bought me chips. All right. So we have our onions and our garlic chopped up. I need to move my bread. My bread was frozen, so I'm thawing it out. I need to get a pan. Well, we'll get the pan. The pan. Oh no. What pan? What pan am I going to use? I guess I better use my stock pot. It's going to be a little bit too big, but I'll use my stock pot. And I'll bring you over here. So I need to get butter in this pot, right? I need to get butter in this pot, and then I'm going to throw in the onions and garlic. So turn it on. 2 tablespoons of garlic. That's probably more like 3, but that's all right. Get that melting, get that hot. So how is hey, Cruiser Mac? Oh yeah, absolutely comfort food. That is definitely what this is about. I'm so in the dark. I'll take you over here. We've had lots of snow, last week we had snow. Then we had 60 degrees. Then we had 30 degrees. Now we have rain and sun. It's just been crazy, absolutely crazy. And so I think it's time for me to just make something that I enjoy. I haven't had tomato soup since I haven't had tomato soup in a long time because I can't eat what comes out of the store. So I thought finally I'd just go ahead and make it myself. So let's see. All right, so that butter is melting. Gotta get this right here. Yeah, let's get the veg or the. So onions, I think this is a pretty easy recipe. Yeah, I'm actually going to look at the recipe right now. Garlic cook, okay, 8 minutes, add flour. Flour, how much? I'm using 2 tablespoons, okay. And then I have that, okay. All right, I know what I'm doing. Broth, tomatoes, sugar. I don't know about adding sugar. I know a lot of people add sugar. I'm not sure I'm about that. We'll let that brown up just a little bit. Oh, it's going to be delicious. So I'm going to make a little bit of a roux. I should just leave these alone though. Leave it alone for a little bit. Yeah. Shawana, so what's going on with you? And Cruiser Mac, do I know you? I do, right? Let me see. I'll look at that in a little bit. So Cruiser Mac, I'm gonna make sure I get to your channel. Okay, let's add the roux in, or the flour. So I use, you guys know this, I use Cup for Cup. It's the best flour as far as I'm concerned. It made the best noodles yesterday, which that's the Thursday video if I can get it done. Online teaching is taking sometimes up to 10 hours a day. So I have very little energy after I'm done teaching. Okay. All right, that's going to brown a little bit. We're going to add in sorry guys, we're going to add in 2 cans of, I'm using Miraglen, and then we're going to do 3 cups of stock. Hey, that's not good. Go ahead and add that in. I'll try. Whoa! You know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. I was trying to be. Trying to make it so you could see, but I ended up making a mess. So let's not do that. Let's do it this way. And okay, and then my chicken stock was frozen. This calls for 3 cups of chicken stock. So there's 2, and since actually 3 cups of actually 3 cups of chicken broth. So this is 2 cups, and I'm gonna fill it in or add. That's because this is the stock and the broth. That's how I do it. That's how I roll. Okay. Let that cook. I'm going to salt it and pepper it. I think it cooks down for 40 minutes. That's about it. So, who's in the house? Mama Goonie! We have to catch up. I can't wait until you get your essential oils. I'm super excited. Mama Goonie, we do have to catch up because I got to talk to you about the BOGO. Now, there is a buy one, get one free. And it's this whole program. We got it. Yeah. Ooh, just in time for the stock. Yes. So we're going to let this, I think I should have put this on my other computer, but okay. So I added the flour. I should put some thyme in there, bring it to a simmer over medium-high heat. So I've never made tomato soup before, but I thought I would. Reduce to low, cover and simmer for 40 minutes, discard. Okay, I think I have some time. Yeah, I do. So when I went to the store, you guys, this is the only thing I could find is the poultry blend, but that's okay because I need rosemary, I need sage, I need thyme. So it's all in one package. Excuse me, all in one package instead of buying the separate one. So maybe it was dumb luck, because I always have lots and lots of herbs, right? And I end up collecting them until they're no good. Okay, got that back in there. So what else do I need to do, my dears? Okay, it didn't say anything. What did it? It said sugar. I don't know. Should I add sugar? Mama Goonie, chicken stock. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Should I add? I don't know if I want to do that. Make sure the flour is not sticking to the bottom. Reduce the heat and cover. Yep. Okay, I'm going to add salt and pepper right now. It didn't. It says salt to taste. 1 tablespoon unsalted butter, but then where's the... What? I am confused, you guys. It doesn't say salt or pepper, and then in the directions, time and 1/4. Oh, okay. Okay, so a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Does say fresh basil, but and I'm not sure about that sugar. What do you think, guys? Should I put sugar in it? They said you have to do it for it's just a teaspoon. I will. I have some yeah, I'll do it. It's coming to a boil right now. I should bring you over here so you can see it. There we go. That's all I'm adding. I'm not doing any more than that. Sugar takes away the bitter, sour taste. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mama Goonie. I will do it. I did it. I've never made tomato soup. So you're supposed to use an immersion blender on this later, so I will do that. And I'm supposed to put some basil in there. I need fresh, 3 tablespoons thinly sliced fresh basil. Nah, I'm not going to do that. So, hi, Pine City Apiary Paul. How's the weather up there? How's the weather? I've got, here's what I got going, Paul. I've never made a tomato soup. There it is. So I'm bringing it to a simmer right now. And then after it's done cooking, we are going to use, I believe I still have an immersion blender. I don't know. Oh yeah, I do. Here's part of it. So we'll use an immersion blender to get it all ground up. Right now, what I need to do is start preparing for my grilled cheese. I'm gonna make 4 sandwiches because I haven't eaten today. Starving. I'm starving. No, I'm not. Weather rain off and on today. Yeah, it's not so bad. It's just, and now we have sunshine. What's that about? Oh yeah, I had some extra tomatoes. I'm just gonna throw them in there. Don't want to waste them. So we're gonna start working with the cheese. The cheese. Oh, by the way, my favorite knife broke. So Troy so kindly repaired it for me. All right, we're at a boil. We're gonna bring it down to a simmer, and I believe, if I am correct, do I need to cover it? Oh, I don't know where you went. Did you guys disappear? Okay, let go. Oh, there we go. Ah! Sorry. Oh, yeah, I have to cover it. Stella, you need to, okay. You guys want to see Stella? Stella. There she is. Okay, you ready to go outside? All right, there you go. It's been really interesting being home with her because you would think she would calm down because we're home, right? Nah, she's gotten more anxious. I find that really fascinating. Like I think she's really worried about protecting Troy, and making sure Troy's okay because she's always on Troy. I know. Peek into Super Channel. I can't find you, Pine City. Oh, you guys, you know that if you're visiting channels, you can't just click on the three dots anymore? Or are the dots even there anymore? Yeah, they are. Yeah, you can remove people. You just, no one can, I think that's, I don't know why YouTube did that. That kind of made me angry. So it's a little more difficult to network than it used to be. We got to get working on the cheese. Yeah, so I'm sewing a lot. When I so yeah, so it's actually meaning that I've been talking all day and I'm tired. Oh, what did I do? Okay. Yeah, so we are going to do a blend of 2 different cheeses. I don't even think I'm going to use this. I'm going to get a plate out of here. Put this on there. So we're going to do a mild cheddar or a medium cheddar and pepper jack. Let's make sure. Scully's House of Thrillers. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. I have a little bit of pepper jack left. I'm going to go ahead and use this, and then I'm going to cut into the next one, and I'm going to eat some of this. You can go ahead if you want to use your food processor to do this, but I don't have a food processor anymore. Did I turn that too far down? That's good. I should put this on. Okay. Oh, that was interesting. It just stayed there. So I'm putting it on. What are you making? Thank you, Pine City Apiary, for Paul for answering that question. Yeah, we're doing the classic tomato soup and grilled cheese. And this needs to be ate by me. And we're using both a pepper jack and a medium cheddar. I hope everybody is surviving well. I've been talking to a lot of people where, let me see if I can see. You know what I'm doing here, right? I don't have to actually show me doing this. But yes, Elisa, how are you? I've been talking to a lot of people via Zoom, via Google Meets, via meeting something, but there's a lot of anxiety out there. And then when the people are like, when the country opens back up, when the country opens back up, I hope that I just stay home for another 2 weeks. Let's see what happens. Because, oh, look, this piece of cheese needs to be. What do you think? Do you think we have enough cheese for 4 sandwiches? Maybe. Probably, but I still want to do some more pepper jack. So I'm going to get another plate. Just a little bit. Because we're going to have cheesy grilled cheese. I've been actually craving this dish for probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do grilled cheese. Certainly not going to do grilled cheese on a live stream. Let's see how well I stuck to that plan. Okay. I got to wrap that up. So what's going on in the chat? Okay. More pepper jack. Yes. Let's do it. You guys, be careful not to grate your fingers. I usually, when I'm grating cheese on a live stream, I usually do end up bleeding. So my goal this time is to not, and that's why I'm eating those last ends. There we go, Scully's House of Thrillers. Hey, you guys, if you want to go out, if Mama Goonie, if you want to keep dropping everybody's links, that would be great. Excuse my nose. Okay, I'm not going to grate my fingers, but I am going to eat this. Okay. So, I've made a complete mess. What's new? We have our cheese. Put that aside. And I gotta do some prep work here. I have to put this in a bag. Okay, I hope we can get bags somewhere, because that's the last of it. It's an awfully big bag for that cheese. Okay, so I need to butter the bread. So I'll do that first, and then we will get them prepared. I don't ever go lightly on the butter. I don't know if that's good or bad. We know what that is. It's excellent. Okay. And the butter I use, you guys, I'm sure you're aware, but I only use Kerrygold because it is grass-fed cows from from beginning to end, from start to finish. All right, Stella, yes, you can come in. Okay, go away. Go away. Good job. Yeah, so it's grass-fed from start to finish. So let's get this butter breaded. Breaded butter. Jesus, hallelujah. Let's get the bread buttered. Yeah, I don't believe in skimping on the butter. And this is a gluten-free bread. It's so good. I can't even tell, Troy can't either, that it is gluten-free at all. Come closer. Come closer. Yeah, it's, I should pull it out of the fridge. I'll do that. I'll pull it out of the fridge in just a second. Why don't I get all these buttered and then I'll talk about the bread I'm using. Never skimp on butter. So this is a seed bread. Is that all? Is that the last thing that was said? What? Iron Dog! Okay. I got to start my other computer over because it stopped with the chat and I can't see it. Okay. So Iron Dog, I've never made a tomato soup, believe it or not. So we're doing that today because it's, because it's Monday. That's all I need to say. Lovely. Okay. Now can I see if any? Oh, there we go. So Iron Dog is here. That's always nice. Iron Dog, I will get up again someday and see your live streams. I do miss them. Last year, that was my morning cup of coffee every single day. It's what got me going. It's what kept me going. Like, okay, I'll see Iron Dog. That doesn't need to go to waste. I'll put it a little bit on. Why not? Right? Okay. So let's build these. I might need another plate or a different way to do this. So, and grilled cheese, yes. Yeah, nothing to appreciate. I appreciate you. Because last year I was waking up was hard. Waking up was hard, but hanging out with you in the morning, it just made everything easier. So we buttered the bread. I think I need a bigger pan, to tell you the truth. So I like to make as much noise as possible. And I left a lot of butter that, oh, wow. Huh. Okay, this pan can go away. And here we go. So, let me show you what I'm doing here. I have much more cheese than I need. I'm happy about that. Oh, nope, darn it. That's supposed to go here. Okay. I forgot, I was thinking about something and I lost my train of thought. Now I've got a mess on my hands. That's what I have. Well, you know what we'll have? We'll have cheese for tacos tomorrow for sure. Yep, that's gonna already be done. A little bit more here. Yeah, I have made a mess. I am aware of that. Okay. More for me. So I have about 30 seconds or 30 minutes left on the soup. And we have about 30 minutes left in the chat. And I'm not going to start. Hold on. I'm not going to start the grilled cheese until 6:15. Or maybe even 6:10, 6:20. So, ooh, I should let you see this. I threw in those tomatoes. I always think this is funny. So I threw in tomatoes, and you can see them floating, right? So this is my favorite part of having tomatoes in there. I wish you could see this. Ugh. I'm going to try, I am going to attempt to take the skin off just by squeezing it. So I'm going to squeeze it. I guess I'm not. Yeah, I am. And we're going to just pull that skin off. I think. There we go. I'm concentrating. Where'd that skin go? The skin is kind of unappetizing. Okay, that one's good. But it's super easy to pull off once they've popped like that. Get off. Ah, ah. There we go. Any more? So when I make spaghetti sauce, I often throw in some frozen tomatoes. So I've taken tomatoes that I've grown. Well, this has obviously been a long time because I haven't grown my own tomatoes for a long time. But I will, at right about the middle of the cooking, I'll throw in some tomatoes that I've frozen from the previous summer, and it just brings this fresh, really fresh flavor to it. So we're gonna let that cook. Should just slough off. Yep. Blanch them in hot water first, dip them in ice, then throw them in the soup. I kind of like doing it that way. I don't know why. I think it's kind of fun. But you know what, Iron Dog, you're a much better cook than I am. More experienced cook than I am. I just like cooking. So I was, my mom was not a convenience cooker. Like, she didn't buy convenience foods that were prepackaged, but I basically grew up on casseroles. So I never really saw, or hot dish. So I never really saw how other things were made. So I don't think my mom ever made a tomato soup. Of course, we had Campbell's. We had Campbell's everything, all the soups. If we were going to have cream of mushroom soup, it was Campbell's. But I just can't do any of the canned stuff anymore because of my food sensitivities. So, and allergies. Let's get real. I'm allergic to eggs. Yep. So I had never, I knew how to do a roast. I think my mom just did basic American foods, but always homemade except for the soups, And so, I don't know I think I've told you guys this, but I grew up in a household of 6 kids. And my mom had to not only feed 6 kids, but all of their friends. So, we'd be sitting around the dinner table on a Sunday and we'd hear a knock on the door. Some kid from the neighborhood just wanted to see Jeff. They're like, come on in, have a seat. We're eating dinner. Come join us. Before you know it, we'd have 12, 15 people around that dinner table. And thank God for those hot dishes, because she would make big vats, always layered with cheese, either rice or pasta. What else? With chicken, tuna casserole, all of that stuff. That's how you feed 6 kids and their friends. And did I tell you guys how it happened that I came to be adopted into this family? Quite the story. And my mother is my hero, because even if you have heard this story, sit back, listen up. Thank God that men are more sensitive these days, a lot more thoughtful, unless they're not, and unless they're a-holes. But my dad was a minister, and he was all excited about the civil rights movement. Mind you, he didn't like black people. He didn't like black people. But he was all excited about the civil rights movement. And he went to minister to a family, and they had this brown baby, not me, this brown baby there. And he's like, wow, where'd you get the Negro child from? And they're like, we are a part of a program called the Permanent Home Plan for Unadoptable Children. And if you know, that's the program I was in. And the reason we were unadoptable was not because we were black. It's because we were mixed race. and nobody was willing, or the law, I believe the laws in Minnesota said that a black family couldn't adopt a mixed kid and a white family couldn't adopt a mixed kid. I believe I know there's a law in the books. Anyway, for those of us who were mixed race, the plan was that you'd go from foster home to foster home to foster home and never be put up for adoption. So what this one woman, a social worker, I don't know her name, but she was the social worker that handed me to my mother. What she did was develop the permanent home plan for unadoptable children so that we wouldn't be bounced from home to home. And that foster family would make upwards of I think it was $800 a month to care for these children. All of our health care was taken care of, all of our dentistry, all of that was taken care of. But here's how this happened to my mom. Oh, where'd you get the Negro child? They said, oh, we're a part of the permanent home plan for unadoptable children. My dad said, I want one. And so 3 weeks later, my mom is driving down with my dad to Lutheran Social Services, having found out the day before that they were going to come pick up a foster baby, and just praying that she got a healthy child. So in those days, you didn't have to have the woman's signature for anything. That was 1960, I think it was 65, because I was born in 64 and I was adopted at 6 months. Yes. Yes, 6 months. So my dad decided, oh, I want one of those. And the next day, got some paperwork somehow, filled out the paperwork, and 3 weeks later, he had a baby. How does that happen? How does that happen? Well, it was 1965. Of course it could happen. He was a minister, so sure, the family was good. There were other children. There was a child my age that I could learn to play with and all of that. So all the ducks were in a row, but was there any investigation into how the family operated or not? No, not at all. Not one iota. Now, those of you who know me know there are two sides to that coin. Really awful things happened, and I survived. And really good things happened, and here I am. So the good things that happened was that I was provided loved ones, siblings that I absolutely loved. I had the best mom in the world, ever. There was no better mom, ever. Of course, your mother is probably your favorite too. If not, that's okay. I had love. I had people to play with. I got a great education. I got support. Things were really, out of this situation, I became the person I am, but not without baggage. And every family has its issues. I'm not going to go into that tonight, but that's how I came to be in that family. And my mother, I remember, my mother had told this story. She passed away in 2007. But my mother had told this story so many times that I feel like I remember it. I feel like I was there. So they got to Lutheran Social Services, and the social worker pulls out a page of 400 babies. 400 mixed race babies, and says, which one do you want? And my mom said, how do I choose? How do I choose? She said, she's got 5 at home. She's got to take care of 5 children under 10 years old. And now here comes the 6th, right? So she's like, Furious with my dad, number one. Number two, she's like, oh, just get me a healthy baby. And so the social worker closed up the pictures, walked back, and out came running this girl who run, fall, because I never walked. I didn't learn to crawl. There's something about that. But I ran, I fell. I ran and I fell. And I ran and I fell right into my mother's lap. And I think she fell in love with me at that moment. I make my tomato soup from scratch and love grilled cheese sandwiches with that as well. Reminds me of being in grammar school, and that was one of the lunches each. Yep, exactly. So that took a lot of energy for me to tell that story, because the two people I love most in my life are now gone, you know, but I might be frozen. Oh, there we go. I had a bad connection for a while. Yeah, bad things suck. They really do. And there was a time in my life where it was all consuming. And then that went away and it didn't go away. It's still sitting there. Better get to grilling. Oh, Iron Dog's watching the time. Okay. Anyway, so that's how I came to be, and that's why I think that's why I'm as strange as I am. Now, what do I want to use? Do I want to use my cast iron pan? I better use my big one. I am not going to grill, I'm going to griddle. Oh, gosh. Oh. All right. I'll get that immersion blender on that in 15 minutes. But this is going to be good. Troy's done practicing at 6:30. He's going to come downstairs and the food's going to be done. That's what you guys are good at. Of course, cast iron. Good. Okay, I'm going to let that pan heat up a little bit. All right. So that was story time, y'all. And that's what I do love telling that story. And one of the things about that is that I am really very happy that times have changed and people can't just on a whim decide, I want a new baby. I want some. My dad wanted to do something for the civil rights movement, and this is something he could do. So God bless him. God bless my mom. She had to put up with it. And I was not an easy child. I had a lot of anxiety, but they didn't call it anxiety at the time. They said I couldn't sit still. They thought I was hyperactive, and I wasn't. It's just that my brain, I don't know if you know anything about me, but my brain is constantly going. It's constantly going. Not, Jana. Namaste. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That is so kind. That is so kind. Lotion. John, I looked it up. I didn't find, so doTERRA does not have a good hand lotion. What they do is they give you recipes to make your own hand lotion. Plus their essential oils. So no, I do not have, doTERRA does not have one. So I'm, that will work. Okay, that will work. So you mean you want recipes to make your own? I do have a recipe for a hand salve, and I still have the ingredients to make that hand salve. I was going to send you one that I had made for Troy, but noticed he had stuck his finger in it. That hand salve is really good to put on at night, but I need to have time to make you that hand salve. The recipe. Okay, you want the recipe? Wait for me to do. I can't wait until you get your doTERRA kit either. And like I said, Mama Goonie, we have to talk because they have a BOGO, a buy one, get one. I hate BOGO. I hate when people say BOGO. And I said it. All right. I think the pan is hot. Yep. We're going to put all 4 in here at the same time. I'm going to let that butter just go right down there. And I don't have a lid for this pan. Unless I use my, just burn my finger. I do have sorry, I'm eating the leftover cheese. I do have a wok lid. I have 2 wok lids. So I did I did do my pasta video yesterday. Boy, that took almost 2 hours. My hope is really, sorry, I'm so distracted. My hope is that I am able to get that up on Thursday because, as I said, on Saturday, I wasn't going to be able to get it up on Tuesday for sure. But I used my new pasta roller from KitchenAid that goes into my KitchenAid. And it was so easy. You'll see. I put the sheet in, I pull it out on the other side. I put it back in, I pull it out on the other side. It was like this dance. It was amazing. And then the third one broke. So I had to redo that about 5 times. Makes me want to make some right now. Oh yeah, I need to turn this down. I need to get a lid on this. My wok lid. Oh, well, why don't I let you see what is going on here? So there you go. And I don't want this to burn. Oh, that would be awful. Oh, it's not burning. It was just cheese. Okay, I'm going to put a lid on this. And it's quarantine-y time. So I'm going to pour myself a glass of wine. I don't feel bad. Like I said, quarantine. Oh, I have somebody making me, Iron Dog's going to laugh at me. I have somebody making me a mask that you can actually put a filter in between the 2 layers of cloth. But what kind of filter, I don't know what to get, you know? Oh, that's right. That is so right. They said there was one group of people that said cut up it was like legit, but use a vacuum cleaner bag, HEPA filter, and you can cut it up and slip it inside your mask. Now, that's not gonna, I can just hear, I don't know where my filter, you don't want to see this room. I can hear Iron Dog laughing right now. Why the lid? I never use it, just flip them. With the HEPA? I know you're laughing at me. I have to look to see. I have to read that article again. But I thought that was pretty cool. You're laughing, aren't you, Iron Dog? Because what did you say yesterday? Thinking you're protected. Oh, that was you were saying, why the lid? Oh, just to get the cheese to melt, because I have so much cheese in there. Putting a mask on to stop respiration is like expecting your pants to stop a fart. Was that you, Iron Dog, that said that? I think it was you, and I've been I'm sure it was you. And it made so much sense because, that you can watch those videos where people have done infrared or something. Oh, good. Oh, good. Happy. I'm glad to hear that. They've done that. They've done that at the two stores I go to. And if they don't have a plexiglass or a sleeve to pass through, I don't want to endanger anybody. Oh my God, I'm still laughing. That is so funny. Oh, the wind just came up and the whole house went. I'm trying to get back to talking about something that. Oh my God. I just I I'm crying. I've been laughing about that for 2 days. Ooh, ooh, ooh. My eyelashes are sticking together. I've got too much. Oh my God. Oh my God. Iron Dog, you always come up with something. Oh. Okay. I gotta get it under control. I'm sorry. Oh. Oh. Okay. You guys, oh God. I know I will use that line. Haffy, you didn't hear? Oh, there you go. Iron Dog. That's a good idea. I don't have any more of those though. So, Haffy, Iron Dog said wearing a mask to stop the respiration is about as effective. If you expect a mask to stop the respiration, that's as effective as a pair of pants stopping a fart. I don't know why I find that so funny. Oh, we're good. We're good. We can flip, you guys. Oh my God, that I must have needed to laugh because really isn't that funny. Okay, I gotta flip these. Ah. Oh. Oh, come. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I think I can actually turn it up a little bit. Oh, yeah. Wow. That is going to be so good. Okay. Let's look at the soup too, you guys, because my hour is almost up. We know that the sandwiches look good. I told her the other day that a mask to stop a virus is about as effective as a pair of underwear stopping a fart. Okay. Okay, that's it. Let's get closer. Now, the question is, of course, my dears, do I want a creamy soup? Oh, yeah, I probably do. I think this is, I need to taste this for salt. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. That's not bad. I'm gonna have my husband taste it. I feel like it needs something. Oh, I laughed so hard my nose ran. I feel like it needs something a little more tart. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this really quick. I feel like it. What else should I put in there? Okay, I need an immersion blender. You guys, watch this. Don't let it go anywhere. I actually had to get an extension cord for my immersion blender. Now, my immersion blender drives me absolutely batty because this part always comes off of this part. So, let me see if I can get in the light. Okay. I don't use it that often, but this is a perfect KitchenAid, and it never stays on. I think it's the only KitchenAid product I have ever been disappointed with. I think I probably need some salt. So we're almost done here, you guys. I love cooking with you guys. I forgot to take out the time. I've obliterated the oh, there's a thing of time. I'm gonna chase it around with this thing, aren't I? There we go. Sorry, I can't hear you guys, or I can't read right now. I think we're good. And it didn't fall off. What? That's amazing. Let's get that spoon. I think I'm going to need to add. I like being here with you. Thank you. I had a laugh attack, didn't I? It needs salt. And I think I'm going to, of course, I'm going to add some hot pepper flakes. Just a little bit more salt. And, oh, and basil. I don't have any fresh basil, so good teaspoon. I don't have any fresh basil, but I do have. I'll be back. You guys watch that stuff. It's oregano. There it is. Ooh, I'm running out of basil. I went to Trader Joe's and gave them oh, good. I love the masks you made. So about a tablespoon. Oh, shoot. Dang it. No. No. Yes. Okay. So Just a little bit of brown. I can eat it. Gosh darn it. It's still going to be good. Still going to be good. Yeah, I know. Shush. Okay, let's see how this turned out. It's going to be good. Did you? Oh, well, it's not burnt. I'll show you why it's not burnt. There. That's the side I'll present. It's just a little bit of toastiness. That's what my mom would have said. Actually, that burnt flavor is good. So, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to say goodbye. I got excited. Dang it. I always get excited when you all come here. Now, let's see. Let me put you in a plate, actually. See. And then we will end, and I will try to do it the right way. Oh. Okay. So here's the soup. It looks really good. Yep, I did. It needed that. That's good. That's really good. I'm super excited. I'm even excited about the burnt cheese. Cheers to you. All right. Got a couple things I need to do. I want to remind you all, we're going to try to get through this. I want to remind you all to sustain your mind and body with good thoughts and good food. I want you to focus on your dreams, and I want you to seek tranquility. If you can get just a little bit of that tranquility, you will experience love, hope, and joy. Thank you guys so much. Oh my God, I did it! Thank you guys so much for coming. I'll see you again next time, Wednesday. I'm doing another salad, so I'll see you later. Bye.